Hey guys, good morning everybody. Today is Monday, October 14th. It is 6:23 right now. Market's gonna open in about 7 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up this room real quick and we'll get started shortly with our analysis for today. It's got a few things here to update and we should be good to go. It's good. One last thing there. And we are good to go. All right, so I'll send these links out to you guys here in the premium. And you're sent out. Looks like we are good to go. So as people join in, I'm going to go ahead and start marking up liquidity over here. Going down to the 8 hour. Down to the 4 hour. Going down to the 2 hour. Back down to the 1 hour. Down to the 30 minute. Down to the 15 minute. Down to the 10 minute. And back down to the 1 minute here. All right, looks like we are good to go. All right, guys, good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, October 14th, 6:26 right now. Market's going to open up in about 4 minutes. Hopefully, everyone had a great weekend. It looks like we are ready to kick off this trading session. So looking at liquidity over here, we have a lot of liquidity on both sides. We have liquidity above at 43,107. This might get hit pre-market. If that does, the next level is going to be right here at 43,130. Looking below down here, this is the lower level, 43,094. And below that, we have liquidity sitting down here at 43,075. So those are the two closest levels of liquidity to current price. Like I said, this level is probably going to get hit pre-market, which it's already getting touched right now. So the level to focus on would probably be the one up here. Yeah, so this one over here got hit already. Other than that, let's see what else we got over here. Hey, CJ, morning. Yeah, CJ said I couldn't wait to get through the weekend and trade today. Yeah, same here. I will be taking the breakout today. Today's a new week, so like I said, I have my risk plan segregated by week, so I will be looking to take the trade today. The only thing to be careful for today and to pay attention to is the fact that today is Columbus Day. So today's technically a holiday, but I've looked at the Columbus Day movement from last year, and it was moving at least 100 points. So I'll be trading today. So with that said, we will be looking for some possible opportunities for entry today. I'll be calling out the direction of the breakout shortly in a few moments. yeah, we'll see what happens here. So agent section range, and then session. Uh, Direction extension, duration. All right, I have an idea of where this is going to go. So let's see. All right, direction is posted in the chat, guys. So if you guys are in the Zoom, I posted the direction of the breakout for today. We got market opening up in about 40 seconds. So in about 40 seconds, we'll be taking this breakout. We got 30 seconds till, so make sure everything is set up properly. It's good. We got market opening up in about 10 seconds, guys. So you got market opening up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Market is now open. All right, just want to make sure everything here is proper.
Order filled.
Real quick on 1 minute. All right, so the TP is at 2997. All right. 2997. All right. Got it set up right there. So I don't know. All right, so we got that set up right there. So 3 minute. That's the one. Or let's leave it on the 3 minute for now. We already have it set up. All right, so everything here kind of lined up with what I was looking for anyways. So we're in the direction that I wanted it to push to. Now we kind of just wait. So all the liquidity right here got hit, guys. If you guys took any of the lower levels of liquidity right here, first level right here got hit, second level got hit, third, fourth, and fifth level got hit here. So basically any level of liquidity down here, if you took in the direction of the breakout, got hit, and price is continuing to drop a bit lower. My target price point's right here, this blue line. So it's making its way down right now. It's about like, let's see how many points away. It's about like 20 points away from target right there. Price is coming down. Full TP right there, guys. All right, full TP for the breakout today.
Target filled.
Target filled. We're good. All right, guys, there goes. Now I'm done. I'm off. I'm just kidding. I'll hang out for a little bit. So there goes the breakout for the day. Perfect start to the week, exactly what we were looking for. CJ said easy money today. Yeah, definitely. Daniel said good start to the week. Perfect start to the week, exactly 100%. There we go, guys. So hit after the first 2 minutes right there. There goes full TP on the breakout. That was smooth. Exactly what I was expecting from this week. So let me go and just take a screenshot of this real quick, and then I will show you guys my, because I already had an idea where the price was going to go from like where I was looking with the news prior to market open. I just had an idea price was going to be bearish because you can see over here. I typically mark like the structure, and from the structure right here, you guys can see that I marked up Asia range, London session, bearish expansion manipulation. Typically, when this happens, I look for the reversal on New York session. So with that said, I have everything here pretty much lined up, and then it lined up perfectly with the analysis right here. Jason, it's perfect, right? Hey, Jason just chimed in too. Jason said, now that's how the breakout should move. Yeah, so New York session, reversal. And that played out exactly how we anticipated. So Asia session range, London session bearish expansion manipulation, New York session reversal. So I already had this in mind. This is like the market structure that I was looking at. And then on top of that, our breakout was for a sell. So it was perfect. It was like exactly what I was looking for. We had the market structure from previous sessions. And then on top of that, that was a confluence on top of our actual entry, which was a sell. So nice entry right there. Looks like all you guys here made money off that. Nikki's asking if anybody's Ninja Traders acting up. Mine's working fine, so I know issues on my end. I don't know if anybody else is having issues. If you guys want to post up your profits, feel free. I'm going to screenshot my profits shortly. And then I'm going to clean this up so that we can start looking for some market flow V2s. So again, if you check this liquidity here, guys, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels of liquidity that got hit here. So if you guys took all of those for about 10 points, you would have made an extra 50 points right there. I'm gonna clean this up here so that there's no mess here. And then we will continue on looking for some market flow V2s. If you guys want to take some market flow V2s, looks like a couple entries here are setting up already. We had about 3 entries here that came up. So the first one right here, second one right there, and third one right there. If you're looking to take market flow V2s before the 640 mark, if you guys are just joining in, just a reminder, our breakout here hit full TP, so we're done with that trade. There was 5 liquidity trades that came up right here that also hit full TP. And then now we have a couple market flow V2s that are coming up right here as well prior to 640. So no big moves here yet. You're looking for the smaller 10-point scalps at this time. If you guys are looking to take the market flow V2s right now. Again, the entry is going to happen right here. You can see there's 3 entries that came up at the 43.60 mark. I'm going to take a screenshot of my profits from the breakout, and then we will continue on with, obviously with our analysis for today. Yeah, good profit to start off the week, guys. We were waiting all week for this. This goes to show that if you can be patient, you can understand the risk plan. It's going to pay off. You just got to be patient. So I pretty much missed 2 of the trades from last week, and then now everything kind of paid off when I took these right here. So profits are pretty smooth. Take a screenshot of this over here too. So again, guys, if price pushes up, this is going to be a market flow V2 entry. It's what to look out for there. Find my account number. All right, so here are my profits so far. Let me, it's right there. Okay, so I just took 1 trade for the day. Like I said, guys, my main focus is going to be the breakouts. So I took 1 trade, the breakout right here. Here are my profits right here. I locked in basically around, we'll say 1,560 per account, just to kind of round up a little bit, or round down actually. We'll do like 575 per account because some of these have like 590. The average right here looks like 1,590. So I locked in about 1,590 per account. So right now for this week so far for the day, 1,590. I have 26 accounts here. I have my personal account. I have 20 Apex accounts, and 5 Tradify straight up funded accounts. So times 26. My profit for the day is currently 41,340. We just took 1 trade. That's my win. And then here's my funded account with Tradify. I have 5 accounts with them. The good news with Tradeify, guys, is that they're going to increase the number of maximum accounts. So currently, right now, I have 5 accounts. I'm hoping they increase that to 20 because that'll be crazy. I'll have like 40 accounts in total funded with Apex and with Tradeify. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. But yeah, those are my profits so far, guys. I'm currently up 41,340 for the day and for the week so far. So back to the charts, nothing much here. If you guys have profits to post up, feel free to send them in. Otherwise, we will just continue to follow along here and look for the next opportunity for a market flow V2. Yeah, Oscar said he's using Tradeify too. Again, if you guys want to use Tradeify, I'll post a link. I mean, they still have the promo going on, so it's like 40% off right now. So if you guys want to hop on, it's a little more expensive. It's about like $400, but you're straight to fund it. You don't have to go through any eval or anything like that. So I'll post it right there in the chat. Once you go on the website, it'll give you like that referral code it'll pop up the promo that's going on right now. So if you guys want to sign up, I know there's about 5 or 6 of you guys who signed up over the past week. And you guys are doing pretty well with the straight to funded. So the downside, they're starting to change the rules a little bit. Here's the downside with Tradeify. The thing is you have to trade at least once a week. So it doesn't matter if you're taking, like, because if you're taking the breakout, it's fine. It'll be okay. You have to trade once a week or they may deactivate your account. That's like one of the rules that they have. That's kind of annoying. They also have a scalping rule too. So the Tradeify will work good with the breakout, but with the 10-point scalps, it might be a little tricky because they want you to hold on to a position for at least 5 seconds. It's not a hard rule, but if you do hold a trade for less than 5 seconds, they're going to flag your account. So they're going to review your account. They're not going to deny your payout, but they will be reviewing your account to make sure that what you're doing is proper. So the rules are getting a little stricter because I think it's because of us and because people in the group, because obviously people are gonna start doing what we're doing and get payouts and stuff like that. So they're gonna be a little more strict with the rules. So the Tradeify, you just want to keep that in mind. If you're taking like really quick scalps, they want you to hold a position for about more than 5 seconds. But um it's not like a rule. So like they're not going to deny a payout. They're just going to flag your account. They just released a bunch of new rules over the weekend. Daniel's asking if I got paid out. No. So again, guys, I haven't gotten paid out with Tradeify. I have to trade for 10 days. I've only been trading with them for let's see, 4 days now, or 5 days so far. Because we only took 3 trades last week. We took 1 trade the week before, and we took 1 trade today. So I've only traded with them for 5 days. That's why I said if you guys want to use them, feel free, but I'm not going to recommend them yet until. No, Oscar used them after me, Daniel. So there's no way he could get paid out either. Everybody here has only found out about Tradeify after I've told them about it. Nobody, I know one person who's gotten paid out from them. That's why I started using them. So the only reason I started using them is because I know one person personally that has gotten paid out from them. And that's why I was like, okay, I'll give them a shot. And that's why I wanted to keep a secret, but because everyone's been asking, I gave you guys a link just to check them out. You don't have to sign up yet, but if you want to sign up and check them out, the thing with them though is that they accept credit card payments. So if there's anything that happens, you can only just get your money back, right? If they don't pay you out or anything like that. That's another reason why I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot because obviously, you could use your business credit cards and then if there's any issues, like they give you your money back, like no questions, basically. It's different with personal cards, but business cards, they're a little more lenient. Yeah, just wait, Daniel. I mean, I should get paid out by next week, so it shouldn't be too long. The other thing that sucks too with Tradeify is that they cap you at withdrawal. So the first 3 withdrawals, you get capped at like 3,000 per account. So that's like 15,000 per payout. And then for the fourth payout, you get capped at 3,500. So you get capped pretty much until they put you into a live account. When they put you into a live account, they just combine everything. So instead of having 5 accounts, they put you on one big account. So it's the rules are a little different, but I mean, I'm going to be the guinea pig and I'll show you guys and I'll tell you guys, how I feel about them once they get paid out and stuff. Yeah, and Oscar said he loves how their drawdown works too. So their drawdown is end of day, I believe. So it's not like Apex where it trails it, it's end of day. All right, guys, so we have a pending buy signal right here. It's currently 643 right now. So I wouldn't take any entries here right now at the moment. I mean, if you guys want to take the entry, feel free. The entry would have happened right here at the 40 mark, but there is a pending buy signal right here. So I'd probably wait for it here to kind of smooth out a little bit, or like basically for price to come back below the pivots, because price has kind of just been sitting right here anyways. You can see price is just consolidating around this lower end. That's not really what you want for the market flow V2s. For the market flow V2s, you want price to be flowing to the downside like this, right? That's not happening right now. So I would probably just hold off and wait a little bit. Once price starts to move in a direction, then okay, great. Start looking for entries in that direction. Okay, the buy signal right here closed. So at this moment, you guys are going to wait for two things. Either you're going to wait for a sell signal to come up and look for price to come back lower, or you're going to look for a buy. You're going to look for price to push above and push up in this direction. So it doesn't really matter which direction price goes. It just matters which direction is confirmed. So currently you have a buy signal right here. If this buy signal holds, then you just want price to flow to the upside. When you have market flow to the upside, then you can start looking for some buys. Vice versa, if you get a sell signal that comes up right here, then that's fine too, because price is already bearish. So if you get a sell signal that comes up here, you're just going to look for price to come down or retrace and come back down further. So that's all you're looking for here, guys. Just wait for price here to confirm. Once it confirms, you can start looking for buys, or if price reverses and corrects back to the downside, then you can start looking for some sells. But right now, you just want to sit tight and wait. Glenn is asking if today's a holiday. I mean, today's technically a bank holiday, but it's not a market holiday. So that's why we're trading. I look back at Columbus Day from last year. Market was moving pretty decent, moved at least 100 points. So I figured this week is going to be no different, and that's why I continue to trade today. So yeah, today's a bank holiday. The banks are closed, but the markets are fully open. Well, for the most part, most markets are fully open except for the bond market. I think the bond market is a half day today. So everything else, stock market, futures, forex, whatever, it's all full days. The only market that's half, from my understanding, is the bond market. But nobody here trades bonds, so it doesn't really matter. All right, so let's see what we got here, guys. So again, if you guys are just joining the room, looks like a couple of you guys just joined in right now. We've only taken one official trade. I'm only taking one official trade on my accounts. The official trade for today was a breakout. You can see over here was a full TP. This is the one trade that I took. Here are the profits I made on that. I made about 1,500. How much did I make? 1,590 times 26 accounts. So 26 accounts here. One personal account, I locked in 1,470. My 20 Apex accounts, they locked in between 1,560 and 1,590. And then my Tradeify accounts down here locked in 1,560 to 1,590 as well. So yeah, those are my profits so far across all of my accounts. So again, if you guys are not familiar with what I'm doing, I'm going to be focusing on just the breakouts, guys. I'll be looking for market flow V2s for you guys, but my main focus is going to be the breakout because I want to have a proof of concept that the strategy works long term. And the only way that I can do that is if I take only that trade. And I'm fine with it because the risk is perfectly fine. Like it's going to balance out long term. So if you guys want to take market flow V2s, if you guys want to take liquidity, that's completely fine. You know, I'm still marking up liquidity on the chart. If I see market flows come up, I'll also mark that up as well. Right now, there's no market flows coming up at the moment. Price is kind of just going back and forth right now. Let's go to our clean chart so I can show you guys the range. So the current range right now is really from down here, midpoint, and up here. This is pretty much the range for right now. Price isn't really moving very directional. It just moved directional for the breakout, and then now it's going sideways. So until we get a directional push, again, we need price to be climbing up, retracing, climbing up, retracing, climbing up. When we have something like this, we can start looking for some market flows in that direction. There's no news for today, but the Fed is speaking. So we have Fed Waller speaking at noon. And we have Fed Kashkari speaking at later in the afternoon, about 2 o'clock. Otherwise, there's no news for today. Like I said, today's a bank holiday, so there's not really much going on behind the scenes. Let's check CNBC real quick to see if there's any updates. Yeah, no updates aside from the breaking news right here. So it says S&P 500 hits record to start the week. Traders look to key earnings. So there's not really too much here. Not really too much there to work with. So basically what CNBC here is reporting, they reported about 15 minutes ago. They're expecting price to be bullish today. So this is like the complete opposite because they were expecting price to be bullish, but price actually came down super heavy to wipe people out, and then now it's bullish. So whenever you look at CNBC news, always take it with a grain of salt because that's typically what's going to happen. It's going to do the opposite, and then it'll probably go in that direction, or it'll probably already happen and then reverse on you. But you can see over here at 15 minutes ago, they said S&P 500 opened higher than the following Friday record close. And I mean, it is now, and it was prior. So you can see over here, price was climbing. It came down to basically wipe everybody out, and then now it's right back to where it was earlier. So opening price is right on this red candle right here. All right, so there goes price, continuing to climb up. Again, if price climbs up higher, we have liquidity sitting right here. We can start looking for some possible market flow V2s if it comes back. So the problem with the market flow V2s around this area is that there's a bunch of sessions right here, right? So this is an area of manipulation. You want to be careful about taking any trades in this area. So what I would recommend is probably just wait for price to push up even higher from where it's currently at. Otherwise, if you're taking a quick 10-point move, you might be okay because price might bounce off the session and then come right back up. So for example, here, if price comes down, it could come down, bounce off opening price in the session and shoot right back up to hit your TP. So I don't think it's 100% risky. I mean, it's risky, of course. You can never be 100%, but price is now pulling back. It's not currently at the time of entry. The entry would actually happen right here. So I wouldn't take the trade this low. It's a little too far below right now. And you can see how price is kind of just getting stuck within the sessions right here. Price came up, faked out right there, came right back down. And now it's going to keep messing around this area right here. Because that's typically what happens when price gets near the sessions. We have the Asia low right here, this purple line. And then we have the London high right here, the red line. So we'll just sit tight and wait. 6:51 right now. We still got some time. Let's see. CJ said the breakout liquidity, 5 market flow V2s all hit before 6:40. Today's better than what I anticipated. Right, CJ? That usually happens. So like last week, we had a really slow week. We only took trades on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We didn't trade Thursday, Friday because of the market conditions. And then today it kind of swung right back in our direction with all these entries. So that's typically what to expect. If you ever have like a bad week, or not really a bad week, but a slow week and price isn't really doing what you're looking for, odds are the next week is going to do what you're looking for. That's typically what happens. It was the same way when you were trading forex back when. We'd have some weeks where they were like break even, or slow weeks where like there was one trade, and then the week after there was a bunch of entries that came up. So we have a sell signal here that's now currently pending, guys. If the sell signal closes, we could start looking for market flows to the downside. We just need to have a confirmation. So we need that sell signal to close. We need price to drop down a little further, retrace, and come back down. Once we have that retracement, you can look for the sell, and you can ride that down further. 6:52 right now, so we're getting closer to 7 o'clock. As we get closer and closer to 7 o'clock, which I'll mark up right here, that's going to be the cutoff for the big move. So if that happens and there's no longer opportunity to take the big move from there, you start looking for the smaller moves like the 30-30 or even like the 10-30. Stanley said the breakout always reverses. I wouldn't say that's the case, Stanley, because yes, last week we had the breakout we lost for the buy. It kept going up like higher. Pretty much all the breakouts that happened last week that were for buys, they didn't reverse because they just kept climbing up higher, pushing past the all-time highs. So I think the ones that you pay attention to reverse, but I think two of them last week they just kept climbing. Like they pushed up. We took this the sell, I think, or we looked for the sell, and they pushed up, and then they just kept climbing up slowly because it kept pushing past the higher highs, um, past the Oh yeah, no, if you're talking about end of day, yeah. But if you mean like reversal, like right after the breakout happens, it doesn't usually happen like this. This has happened like maybe a couple of times where price will hit the TP and then it'll go the other way. It usually happens when price is going slow. Like for example, today, like what you're saying right now, Stanley said, I believe at least sometime before the end of day, because price here is just ranging back and forth, then yeah, I agree. It'll go back to that point at the end of the day. But usually during a market, like a market where it's moving directional, it usually climbs and just keeps climbing, right? This is the type of market that we want to trade in. We want to trade in this type of market. We don't want to trade in a market that's doing this back and forth, because it's really hard to take entries in that direction, right? Because it just keeps reversing back and forth like that. This is pretty much what happened last week, and that's why we only took trades half of the week. The week before that, which was NFP week, it was a lot of directional moves, right? That's where we had the four back-to-back wins because price would just climb, 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 and then we just drop, drop, and drop. So you just got to understand the market structure. You know, if you understand, like for example, today I see this as a sideways market. So if you can see this as being a sideways market right here on the clean chart, you could already anticipate like once price gets to the far end, like for example, if price keeps coming down right here, Stanley, you're like, okay, price is probably going to go back up, right? Or vice versa. If price ends up, coming down, coming back up, then you're like, okay, this could come up to this high point and then it'll probably come back down. So that's kind of how like you could kind of anticipate that analysis is going to play through when there's not really much direction. Because that's pretty much what's happening right here on the clean chart. It's pretty obvious. If you just focused on this area right here, there's not much going on. Even over here, if you look over here pre-market, there wasn't really too much going on here. Price kind of sat within this range right here down the middle. So same situation, it's just wider. So instead of price ranging like this, it just ends up ranging between like, two or three lanes right here instead of just one small lane. So yeah, I agree with your analysis, Stanley. 100%. And that's usually when you understand when not to trade, right? Because when you trade in a market like that, it's just really tricky. And you get caught in a lot of fake outs that way. So, all right, the sell signal here didn't actually push down. There's no confirmation. We have another pending buy signal here. But like I was just talking about earlier, there's not really much direction. So even though we might get a buy signal here, price might just sit within this range here. Still not expecting too much. Let's go over here real quick. I'm gonna see if there's any zones here since price is just going sideways. So I'm gonna mark up the SR zones right here on this chart. I try to have different markups here so that you guys can have a bigger pictures of everything. Definitely helps a lot when you have a understanding of how market structure is actually moving right now. All right, I've marked up market structure right there. Let's go back to the 1 minute. So it looks like price is pretty much respecting the 10-minute structure right here. This is the previous structure from London session up until Asia session. So this structure was pretty much established during London session right here. This is where price established the resistance. And then again, right here, price is still respecting it. So price pretty much respected the resistance from earlier this morning during London session. And this lower session right here was established last week. So right here on Friday, this support was established right here. You guys can see down below. And price is respecting it right now, same price. So I guess we'll just wait and see what happens here. I mean, if price stays within this range, this is fine because you can take market flow V2s back to the downside right here. Right. So if you guys are looking to take those market flow V2s, I mean, feel free. Again, you need price to actually come below. So you need price come below, retrace, come below, retrace, come below. That's the only way to really take the entries right here for market flow. So I would wait until there's some sort of direction that's been confirmed. Until there's a direction, I would just sit out and wait. There's just no need to force anything here right now. All right, so we got some team profits over here. We got Kip. So Kip locked in a profit of 1,662 for the day. Nice work, Kip. So Kip has 20 PA counts right here. So he locked in about, we'll say, well over 30,000, it seems like. I know my math's not the best, but I'm assuming it's got to be more than 30 right there. So nice work, Kip. Solid profits for the day. Again, if you guys are just joining the room, I only took one trade for the day. I took the breakout, right, which was right here, hit the full TP right on open. So after the first 2 minutes, price came down pretty heavy. It trickled down even further, triggered the TP for full TP. And then I locked in 1,590 per account. I have 26 accounts here, one personal account, 20 PA accounts with Apex, and 5 accounts with Tradeify. All funded, total profit of 41,340 for the day off of that one trade. And if you guys want access to the indicators, again, I don't really advertise this to the public because once I start the hedge fund, hopefully by the end of this year, I'm not really opening it to the public anymore. I'm closing it down. Whoever's a member and whoever has access to the indicators and strategies, you guys are free to continue using them, but it's not going to be open to the public. So if you guys want access to basically apply this breakout on your own, if you just want to do this on your own and you don't want to sit on the live session, just go on the website. The website is kodikaitrades.com. Click on Kodi Kai trading strategies right here. This will give you access to all of my tools, my indicators. You guys can take the breakout on your own. You guys can take liquidity on your own. You can take pretty much all these strategies that we're applying on the live session on your own. So if you want to make more money trading on your own, feel free. Because the thing is, when I start the hedge fund in the next couple of months, I'm only going to be trading like your own personal money. So you can't be trading Apex with the hedge fund. If you want me to trade your money, it has to be actual money. It can't be any funded money. So this is your chance. If you guys want to trade Apex or trade Tradeify or trade whatever funding company and take your own trades, you can get access to the indicators. Because once the hedge fund starts, I'm going to close it down to the public, and you guys won't be able to sign up for access to these strategies. So, time's ticking. Hopefully by the end of this year, it'll be all full and up and running. And then by then, I'm only going to be doing hedge fund trading. So, I mean, there's a pro and con behind it, right? If you sign up for the hedge fund and I trade your money, then you don't have to do anything. Like you'll just get a return pretty much every month or every day whenever I take a trade. But you're not going to make as much money because you're going to need capital to trade with the hedge fund, of course, right? You can't trade the hedge fund with a couple $1,000s. It's just not going to work. You need like at least 10, 20,000. On the higher end or on the average end, you should have like around 100K. Like you need like at least a pretty good amount of capital to trade with the hedge fund to make decent money. So just want to put that out there because I know some of you guys are asking like when is the signups going to close? It's probably going to close by the end of the year. So I don't want you guys to be surprised. You wake up one day and the website's pretty much gone because or the website will still be there, but you just won't be able to sign up to anything. That's going to be the case because I'm still going to be running all of my funded companies through Kodi Kai. So that's going to be the difference. I'm still going to keep trading. So even though I'm going to start trading for my hedge fund, I'm going to also trade with Apex, and I'm still going to trade Tradeify in my own personal account. So nothing's really going to change. The only difference is that the main focus is going to go towards a hedge fund, and I'm probably going to stick to the breakouts because this is probably the safest strategy to use for the hedge fund, where the risk isn't like super high because it's one trade a day. And then if I ever have any back-to-back losses, I do have a risk plan to pretty much take risk off if necessary. Yeah, I know it's so Abraham over here said he's trying his best to pass a challenge and get to the pay group, but he's having a big hassle trying to pass. I know the eval phase is tough. I mean, depending on your account size, Abraham, like the 50K is okay to pass. Like I think you could pass the 50K and the 150K pretty decent, but the 300K is the tough one, guys. Like you guys know, if you guys traded with me before when I was still trying to pass the 300K evals, it took me about like 3 months, 2 to 3 months to pass the 300K. It took me a long time. Like it was a grind to pass that one. The 50K I passed that within like a couple days, and the 150K I passed those within like a week, I think. But we had like back-to-back wins during those weeks, so it was like we just landed on a good week for me to take those evals. Um, I started off with the 150Ks, and we passed those, I think, within like 2 weeks because we were trading the other breakout. So initially we were trading the breakout V3 and the PRB, and that was like just hitting pretty much every day. So we were able to pass that super quickly. The 300Ks, man, those gave me a headache for sure. So we have a market flow V2 that's setting up right here, guys. The only problem is that it's right at the session. So if you guys want to take this, I think a 10-point move might be okay. So if you want a late entry, you technically take it right now. It still hasn't hit yet, but I wouldn't really take any trades around this area here where the sessions are at, because you guys know this is where a lot of manipulation happens. I'll just mark it up for you guys here, but I wouldn't really recommend taking it. So I know some of you guys are still looking to take trades here within this area. So again, this area right here is pretty much off limits to me because I wouldn't want to trade where the red flags are. Yeah, Jonathan. So Jonathan said he's in the same situation as Abraham. Yeah, I know for sure. What I'd recommend, guys, is just message me on Discord. Because if I already know that, like, if I know you guys personally, I'll open it up to you. I'm just not opening it up to the public. Because, obviously I don't want like hundreds of people using my strategies, right? Once the hedge fund is open, like I want to keep it very, very close knit. Basically, whoever's like been part of the group for a while, if I know you personally and you've messaged me and we've had conversation, um, I'll leave it open to certain people, of course. But I just want to close it out to the public because you guys can see how powerful the indicators are, right? Like this strategy is so simple. The breakout strategy is like probably as simple as it gets, right? And it happens every day at the same time. So if you could only imagine if like hundreds or even thousands of people are using this one strategy at the same time, it's going to be an issue for the market because everyone's going to make money around that time. And people are going to start to notice it, right? That's kind of what happened with me in the past when I was trading and I had to change the company name, right? We used to be called K2 Trades. There was a hedge fund called K2 Trades, or it had a similar name. And I was in an ongoing lawsuit for like over a year because they wanted to take the name from me. They wanted to take everything actually. They like found me on YouTube and they saw I was making profits and they're like, oh, we want to take your indicators, we want to take your strategies. They try to buy me out, but I was like, I'm not going to sell out to you guys. So they just had me in a lawsuit for like a good year where I wasted a bunch of money. That's the whole reason we changed the name. We used to be K2 Trades, we're not Kodi Kai Trades because a hedge fund tried to buy out basically everything. And I didn't sell out to them. So that's another reason why I don't want to be out in the public because I don't want other people knowing what we're doing. So that's the main reason. Because you guys know if like I was to sell out. So the thing is, if I was to sell the company to that hedge fund, like this wouldn't be around anymore, right? Because you guys wouldn't be able to have access to it. They'd have full access. They'd probably pay you out to just refund your money that you paid for it. And then they would just keep all the strategies to themselves. So that was a tough part about changing the company name. I just ended up having to change it. It wouldn't matter. Like I won the case initially, and if they would just keep suing me for little things. Um, and of course, they have like an unlimited amount of money to keep fighting the case. So it just didn't make sense. And that's why we changed the name from K2 Trades to Kodi Kai Trades. Small little change, but with that change, I was able to keep everything. CJ said, "Oh, I know they were trying to buy you out." Oh yeah, no, yeah, they tried to buy everything. At first, they wanted me to trade for them, and then I was like, "Nah." they're like, you could trade for us and we'll give you a percentage. And I was like, nah. And then they wanted to buy it out. And they're like, if you're not going to buy us out, then we're just going to sue you for the name. And then, it's just a back and forth. They try to bully the little guy, like, because we're not really a big company, of course, compared to like this big hedge fund it was a hedge fund that was owned by a bigger hedge fund. It's like a BlackRock, basically. So you guys know if you guys are familiar with BlackRock, they're like a big they're basically a big equity firm and they just kind of buy into little companies and then they own all these little companies and they have control over them. It's the same with it's basically a BlackRock, but just under I'm not going to say their name because I don't want to get into another lawsuit, but they're basically another big name out there. All right, so there's no entries here right now. This is and yeah, CJ, that's how they found me. It's crazy, right? They found me on YouTube. Because if you guys remember, so like right now we don't really have very many viewers on the YouTube, but back then we used to have a lot more viewers per day. Um, I think there was like hundreds of viewers that would come on the live stream every day. So obviously, we were kind of like on the radar. That was like when we were taking, it was we were like on a hot streak back then. We had like a 90% win rate back then. So a lot of people kind of like it got around word of mouth. And then obviously people are going to see because you start to just show up on like if you look up live trading or live futures trading or any live trading in general on YouTube, there's not that many. There's only a couple of people who actually live trade. There's people who post videos that say they're live trading, but actual live trading where they're live streaming, there's only a few people that actually do it. So if you just look up live trading, and that's how a lot of people found me here too. If you look up live trading, you'll see me that'll come up and a few others. So yeah, it's kind of trash. Yeah, exactly. CJ said, yeah, the live chat was lit as a Telegram group and the Zoom chat back then. Yeah, the chat would always go crazy because people would always like, they would just go nuts, like pretty much throughout the session. I could never answer any questions. So guys, just a reminder, there's nothing happening right here. So you guys are not missing out on anything. If you guys are looking to take any trades, there's no buy signal here. So in order for you to take some buys here, you need to have a buy signal that closes and you need price to push away from the sessions. So if you guys are looking for entries right now, there's just no entries to take right now. So don't worry, you guys are not missing out on anything. Basically what I'm waiting for here is I'm looking for a buy signal to close, and then I'm looking for it to break and close above this area. Right, because this area right here is just not a good area to trade in. It's right in between the sessions. It's just kind of sitting right here. Going to our clean chart, price is just sitting around the range right now. So price is pretty much just ranging back and forth between this area right here. Nothing really to work with. Going over here to our SR chart, so you can see price is kind of just sitting in between these two zones right here. So it's sitting between the support and resistance right here. There's a support down here and a resistance right here. Price is just going sideways. Yeah, exactly. Lila said they were envious. That's why everyone doesn't need to be in your business. Only the folks who stayed with you through the test of time. Yeah, exactly, Lila. And I appreciate everybody who's still here, right? I know once we changed the company name, a lot of people kind of fell off. There's a lot of scammers out there. So just another reminder, guys, I'm never going to message you first. So Stanley over here actually sent me a message. First of all, I'm not going to send you this long message because I'm too busy. I got other things to do, right? So Stanley sent this message. Let me see if I can save it here. Sorry, Stanley. I don't want to put yours on blast, but I just want to show you guys here. Like this is not me, guys. So whenever you get a message from if you think it's me, it's probably not me because I'm never going to message you first. I'm like way too busy doing like a million other things out there where I'm not going to message you and say, I hope you don't mind me asking. And another thing too, their English is usually kind of off. They're using like Chat GBT or something like that because they're missing a period right here. I hope you don't mind me asking. And their English is if you read it out loud, you'll see that their English is super off. I hope you don't mind me asking, so far with your experience and knowledge, comment shouldn't be there. What do you think are your major problems with trading? This should be a question mark, and then he should just keep going. The grammar is usually super off and his English is super off. This is like a scammer from like South Africa or something, or Nigeria, actually. We had a picture of him one time because somebody took a picture of him on Snapchat when they try to scam him, and he accidentally accepted a camera invite. So it's like a scammer from Nigeria. There's nothing wrong with Nigeria, but I'm just saying he's a scammer from Nigeria, and and they just send these messages to you guys. So just, whenever you get a message from someone that you think is me, it's probably 100% of the time it's not me. Unless it's something about, if I'm asking about your account, like your email or something like that, that's probably me. But I'm never going to ask you like, hey, how are you doing? How's your trading doing? Because I'm just too busy to ask you guys these questions, right? I'll respond to you. If you guys send me a message, I'll respond to you and I'll answer whatever questions you guys have, but I'm never going to reach out to you and say this. And this is like this takes a lot because you got to think about it, right? Because the thing is, I haven't taught trading in like over 2 years, guys. So I'm not looking to teach really. So you're never going to see a message like this. If you ever get a message from me and it's like, hey, what's your email address so we can confirm it in the system? That's me. But I'm never going to say, hey, how's your day going? Hey, it's not that I don't care how your day's going. It's just that I don't got time for that to have small talk with you, right? I'm not going to say, hey, how's your day going? Is your trading still sucking or is your trading doing better or whatever like that? I'm not going to ask that because you guys can only imagine if you guys look at the group, there's like 1,000 people in there. If I message every one of you guys asking you how your day is going and how your trading is going, it's going to take me forever to respond to everybody. So just don't get scammed, guys. I tried my best to prevent you guys from getting scammed. But some people still fall for this. They'll try to be nice and ask you some questions initially, and then after they're going to say, "Hey, if you want me to trade for you, send me some Bitcoin." I'm not going to accept Bitcoin, so just keep that in mind, guys. And the hedge fund is not open yet, so I'm not going to be trading capital for you guys just yet. There'll be a whole different website for that, and we'll meet in person. So just keep that in mind. If you guys ever sign up for the hedge fund in the future, we'll have a one-on-one contact. So I'll meet with you guys. We'll talk about the details, the costs, the splits, all that stuff. I'm never going to ask you to like just send me Bitcoin and trade for you or anything like that. And I just want to make that clear because I don't want you guys to get scammed. So back to the charts, guys. We currently have the buy signal here that's now open. Price is currently sitting above the sessions right now. So what you need here is for price to push up and continue climbing. It's not there yet, but you're looking for that to happen. So you need price to climb above, retrace, and climb up higher from there. You don't want to be trading within this middle area right here. This middle area is not going to be the area where you want to trade in because you're just going to get caught in the manipulation right here at the sessions. Lonnie said she got that message too. Yeah, guys, just remember, I'm not going to message you guys first. Yeah, Abraham said, yeah, a lot of scams, take your money and just waste your time making sure reels off profits. Yeah, just be careful, guys. With the trading space, there's a lot of scam. Well, it's not even just the trading space. I feel like in any industry that you're in, like whether it's trading, whether it's e-commerce, whether it's real estate, any of that stuff, like it's so common now that you'll see a bunch of fake pages uh that are trying to impersonate people to ask for it's usually Bitcoin. They're usually going to ask you to buy Bitcoin or they're going to ask you to buy gift cards. And you know which scamming group usually does that. It's like there's so many memes about that. So I'm never gonna ask you to buy me a gift card. I'm never gonna ask you to send me Bitcoin. Never gonna ask you to send me what are those money orders people used to scam with? Western Union? Does that still happen? I remember back in the day, Western Union was like the big scam thing. That was before Bitcoin was around. They make like grandmas and grandpas go to like those check cashing places and get a Western Union check and send it to them or something. To some prince in Nigeria. CJ said you should send him his picture every time he reaches out. I know, I need to find that picture. There was a picture of him. Then there's no trades right now, guys, so don't worry. You guys are not missing out on anything here. It was like a July of like years back. So I'm still looking for entries here, guys, but just not right now because price is currently sitting at the sessions right now. Yeah, I don't know if anybody still has a picture of the scammer, and they put like a rat on his head or something. Yeah, it was a long time ago. It was back in our Telegram days. See, on Telegram, it was easier for him to scam people, but Discord not as much because I'm able to kick him out right away. Whenever I see him join the Discord, I'm just able to boot him as soon as I see him try to get in. All right, so if you guys want to take a market flow V2, guys, the entry is going to happen right here at the 120 mark. So if you want to put your pending order, it's going to be right there at the 120 mark. I'll just follow it. I'm not taking the trade, but I'm going to follow it for you guys here if you guys are looking to take it. It's where your pending order would be sitting. You ideally you probably want to go lower, but right now that's kind of where price is sitting right now. So that's where it's probably going to be. I just want to save his photo so that I can, whenever he sends somebody a message, I can just send it to him. Where is he at? Not super far back. All right, so the entry is currently running right now, guys. It's right about to hit its full TP. So if you guys put your pending order right there at the 120 mark, looks like it's already filled. Again, it's going to be a quick like 10-point move. See, if the market's slow like this, you can catch it 10 points and it'll take like more than 5 seconds. It's probably going to sit there for a while. We'll take a look at it shortly. If the sell signal closes right there, you're supposed to close out for a small, basically small profit if you can. Oh yeah, we're super far back because I already had the Porsche right here. So this was like 2000, it was like in 2020. It was like COVID time when I still had the Tesla. Oh, is it right here? I swear I saw it. There it goes. Okay, so full TP right here, guys. Full TP on the market flow V2. Here's a picture of the scammer. I'll let it load. There we go. I'm gonna save it. This is the guy that's scamming you guys, so don't send him any money. Basically, if you ever get a message and his English is all messed up, this is a scammer right here. So just a heads up, I saved it right there, so I can send it to him whenever he scams people. Don't get scammed by that guy. It's uh, it's tough. I mean, it's hard. I try to look out for people. I try to look out for people, but it's just he doesn't give up. He'll just disappear for a little bit, come back, and then I'll just try to scam again. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's relentless. It's crazy. If he would have just joined, the crazy thing is that I feel like he's here in the chat. He's just really quiet. He doesn't say anything. He's here and he makes profit trading, but he also wants to. He makes profit trading from copying the trades, but he also still wants to scam people. Well, I mean, that's probably how he funds his account by scamming people, blows it, needs to scam more people, and then does it over again. So yeah, Sam said that red emoji always gets me 100%. It's annoying, but it's what we got to deal with here, guys. So I'll try to keep giving you guys a heads up whenever here. Actually, I'm gonna post that in the see. I'm back over here and I'll respond to this in a little bit. But let me post this over here in the scam alert. And the thing is, I know he's listening to us here because, I'll probably only message you asking you for account information. He's probably going to ask you for that next. So I'm not going to message anybody over like the next 2 months, guys. So over the next 2 months, I'm not going to message anybody. I'm most likely not going to message anybody in the next 2 months. So if you get another message and he's like, "Hey, what's your email address so we can confirm your account info?" That's the scammer again. Just keep that in mind. If you guys ever get a message from me, make sure you look at the username because the username right here, it says Kodi Kai Trade. So it's without an S. My username is Kodi Kai Trades with an S. There's no dots, there's no hyphens, there's no dashes. It's just Kodi Kai Trades with an S. So just keep that in mind, guys, right here. It'll say my username and just make sure that you don't get scammed by this guy. So it's right there in the scam alert. All right, if you guys are looking for another market flow V2, entry is going to happen right here at the 140 mark. So we're starting to get a strike here. Prices start to actually move, which is a good sign. It's just not really moving super fast. So we have some liquidity sitting up here. It's also sitting at the sessions though, so just keep that in mind. We have the Asia high right here at the 43,170 mark, but it is right at the sessions. So we have liquidity right there. And then right above it, we have the New York high, which is at 43,180. So we got two levels of liquidity right here that are all lined up with the sessions. Yeah, I know, right, Abraham? Exactly. All right, guys. So price is coming back down right here. Again, the entry is going to happen at the 140 if you guys are looking to take it. If price continues to climb up higher, we'll move the entry a bit higher, another 10 points. But right now, we're just going to leave it as is where it's currently sitting. All right. So it's about to be 7:30 pretty soon, guys. I'll keep looking for entries from like now until like maybe the next, I guess like the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. If you guys have any questions, feel free to hop into the chat. Otherwise, we'll see where we'll go from there. All right, so we got price hitting the sessions right here. It's hitting the sessions and liquidity. So let me check to see if the level moved up a little bit. The entry is now going to be at the 150 mark, guys. So I just moved it up 10 points. It was initially at the 140. It's now at the 150. If price climbs up higher, we'll push it even higher from there. But at this very moment, it's currently sitting at the 150 mark. So if you guys are looking to take the trade, the thing with this here, guys, is that it's getting close to the sessions, like your entry. So this is going to be a bit of a problem because this is where manipulation tends to happen. So it might come down, come back up, and it might come down super hard. So this might be not the best area for entry if you guys are looking to take anything here. So I'm marking it up for you guys. I'm going to label this as a risky entry. The problem with it is that it's currently sitting at the sessions. So this isn't exactly the best time to be looking for entry in this specific area, just a heads up. And there's a pending sell signal right there too. So the entry is now filled if you guys are taking it, full TP right there. At this point, I would probably just sit out and wait for price to push up any higher or come back down. So full TP right there for the market flow V2. You can see how price came up, came down right here, filled the entry, came right back up, hit its TP. So at that point, another full TP right there for market flow V2. I think from this live session, we probably looked at about 3 or 4 market flow V2s that all hit full TP for the day. If you're going to count the ones that happened over here on open or earlier in the session, there's about like 3 that hit right here. So 3 right here initially on the first 10 minutes of market open, and then a couple more that hit over here as price continued to like simmer down in this area. So if you guys want to keep taking entries, I mean, feel free. I would recommend just waiting because there's a pending sell signal here that came up on this candle. Eventually, it's going to close out. So at that point, you're going to have to close out for a small profit anyways. So pretty much all the entries for today hit. If you guys are just joining the room or if you guys just want a quick recap of our entries for the day, we had the breakout that hit over here initially on the first 2 minutes of market open. That was the only trade that I took. This is the only official trade that I took. Then for today, throughout the session, we had 5 liquidities that hit right here on open. So price came down very hard. We had 5 levels of liquidity right here. So that's 5 10-point moves. And then if you guys took the market flow V2s right here, there was 3 entries that happened right here. There was 1 entry that happened, I believe, right here, and then 1 entry that just happened right here. So that was about 5 or 6 entries of market flow V2s that have come up and hit all full TPs right there. So that is what we got so far, guys. I mean, it's been a pretty good trading day so far. If you guys took any of the trades, I mean, there's a lot of profits that were to be made. You had a lot of different options and opportunities to take. If you just took the breakout with me, I think that's what majority of people took. Again, here are my profits. If you guys have profits to post up, feel free to send them in. But these are the current profits that we have so far. So these are my accounts. I locked in about 1,590 per account times 26. Locked in a total profit of 41,340 across personal and 25 funded accounts. Here's my Tradeify account. These are my straight to funded accounts. Locked in 1,576. Then we have Kip here. He locked in 1,662 per account. He has 20 PA accounts here with Apex. So we locked in well over 30,000 for the day. So I think that's about it for right now. If you guys have any questions, feel free to chime into the chat. I'll keep looking for some entries here, but you guys can see how price is going sideways. This isn't the type of market condition that you want to be looking for when looking for some market flow V2s. You want price to continue climbing up and pushing up higher from there, but it's not looking like that's going to happen because price is going to have trouble getting past the sessions right here, right? So liquidity right there got hit. The sessions is right there. There's another liquidity right here, but it's also the sessions. So I think price is probably going to keep bouncing off this area here, ranging and consolidating until it either comes down below, or if it comes back above and continues climbing up higher from there. But yeah, Johnny, I just saw your message right now. I know you just messaged me on the on Discord. So thanks for giving me the heads up. I'll add you on the list of people who want to sign up but just are not able to right now. So yeah, no, definitely. And congrats on your baby. Yeah, I'm trying to have a baby myself. So feel your pain with I think a lot of people can relate when they have kids, of course, costs of living and costs and expenses go up like crazy, especially if you have a mortgage and all that stuff. But yeah, thanks for reaching out to me, Johnny. Abraham, I already know you, so you don't really have to message me. Jonathan, if you want to message me, I'm not sure if we've talked before, but just send me a message so I could have, add you to that list of people who want to have access to it after. Barack said, I can imagine a first timer coming here and hears big profits being announced and what would be like 30K today. I know it's kind of unbelievable, but it's pretty crazy how these funding companies, how they open up a lot of opportunity to a lot of people. Like the thing with Apex, so Apex is no longer having any discounts right now, guys. If you guys missed out on the promos, I think Apex is currently, I don't think there's any promos going on right now. So Apex is pretty much done with the promos. Usually there's like a promo that's going on right here in the front if you use the link that I sent you. If you guys use the code that I provided to you guys, you might get another promo that's like a secret promo. But as of now, Apex has no active promos. So it's going to be tough right now if you guys are trying to stack up those Apex accounts. Yeah, you can't really stack them up right now because they're super expensive if you're going to pay full price. I wouldn't pay full price for Apex. I would just wait for another promo to come out. I think the promo is going to come out shortly. It's just not going to happen right now. So maybe over the next couple weeks or so, Apex will probably release another promo. They had the promo going on pretty much for like the past 6 months. They just kept extending it. And I think at this point, they're kind of getting a little more strict. So Apex no longer has any promos going on. If you guys want to try out Tradeify, you guys can do that. Yeah, sure, Brock. It's on the Discord too. So if you guys are on the Discord channel, just go to the FAQs right here, and I will send the promo code in the chat over there if you guys want to. Try it out. This is like the admin code. It's like a weird code, but it's like the admin code that they have at Apex. So yeah, if you want to try to sign up for something here, I'll try it for you guys. Actually, I can't try it because I'm already maxed out on accounts. But if you guys want to try it, you can try the code and see if there's any promos going on. I don't know if there's anything going on right now, but I mean, it doesn't hurt to try if you guys are looking to add some accounts. So looking at this right here, guys, this is currently so price broke past the sessions right here. It's now above it. In order for you to take some entries here, you need price to climb up a little bit higher. It's a little too low right now. I mean, if you guys want to take something super, super risky, you can take a market flow V2 right here. I wouldn't recommend it, but like I said, I'll mark these up for the people who want to take those riskier trades. So currently the market flow V2 entry would be right here at the 170 mark. I wouldn't take it because it's right at the sessions, but I'm just marking it up for you guys there for those of you who are looking to take those riskier moves. Obviously, you guys know how I trade. I'm very risk averse. So I'm not trying to take stuff that's risky. I'm trying to take stuff that I know for sure is going to hit. Okay, perfect. Yeah, thanks, CJ. So CJ just confirmed that the code that I gave you guys, it gives it gives 50% off. So you're not going to get the full 80% off, but it still gives 50% off when you sign up to Apex. CJ said for larger accounts, it's still 250 with your code. You can get it. Okay, gotcha. So for the larger accounts, it's still 250, but if you use the code, you'll get it for 125. That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, it's not the same discount as before where it was like 30 bucks an account. And that was like the best time to buy accounts when the accounts were 30 bucks. That was so cheap. Because you can like buy the account for 30 bucks, then you can like YOLO it and then pass it. And then the lifetime fee was like 50 bucks. So it was like 80 bucks to get a 300K account. That's how I got all my accounts funded initially. When they had that discount going on, I bought like 2,300K's accounts like right away. And then I just YOLO them for the most part. And then here we are, refunded it with 300K accounts. Yeah, thanks, CJ. So the promo is still going on with that promo code. So if you guys want to use a promo code, guys, just go to the Kodi Kai Trades Discord channel, go to the frequently asked questions. I have it like posted right here. So you have the specific link right here. You have to click this link and then you have to use this code. When you use that code, it'll give you whatever is the highest promo. If you just try to go on the website with no code, it's not gonna show anything right here. So you're gonna pay full price. Full price is pretty steep, guys. So like if you look over here, full price for a 300K, that's 657 a month. That's freaking crazy. I wouldn't pay that. If you're gonna pay 657, you might as well go to Tradeify and just get it straight to funded. There's no reason of doing an eval at that point. They're gonna give you a smaller account, 150K, but the trailing threshold is the same. It's at 7,500, so it doesn't really make a difference. So yeah, guys, I mean, Apex is cool, but I would just go to Tradeify, honestly, if you wanna get that straight to fund. I know it's a risk because you don't know if they're like legit or not. I can't even say for sure if they're legit or not, but hopefully we'll see soon. Here, let me log into my Tradeify real quick. Let's see where I'm at. Actually, it's not going to show because they don't update the website until the end of day. Let me check my dashboard real quick. Yeah, so they don't have it right now. My consistency is currently 100%. So I'm currently at 6 days of total trading. So if I have 4 more trading days this week, let's see. So if I trade tomorrow, the 16th, the 17th, and the 18th, then I can request payout on the next payout period, which is gonna be like 10 days. Okay, cool, perfect. So hopefully that's the case. Let me put this back up. Sorry, I took it off. So the market flow V2 is still running, guys. If you guys took that risky trade that I marked up earlier, I'll just take this off. I don't want you guys to be getting into this trade late. If you guys are already in the position, you're already following it, so you're good. But if this pushes it back up to where it's currently at, that's going to hit there. Yeah, CJ said that's still a good deal with your code because other people's codes only give 40% off. Yeah. So if you guys know anybody who wants, you guys are free to share that code with you guys are free to share my code with anybody. So if you guys know anybody who wants to get the biggest discount for Apex, just send them the code. I know there's like, because whoever's like been grandfathered in, like for me, I've been with Apex for a long time, and I'm like friends with like the admins and stuff like that. So they hooked me up with like the better code. Um, a lot of people who are just trying to get into the game, their codes are probably like the more new ones. All right, so here's the market flow V2, guys. It just hit full TP. If you guys took the risky trade that I marked up earlier, so there goes the entry right there, another full TP. So that adds another market flow V2 to the list. So I think there was like 6 or 7 entries now that have come up for market flow V2s, all full TPs. So pretty much all the entries we saw for today didn't like they all hit. They're all full TPs for the day. Breakout hit, 5 or 7 liquidity trades, and then like 7 market flow V2s right here. So today's been a pretty good day overall. I mean, if you guys have made profits today, I think you guys are good, and I would just wrap it up for the day. If you guys have more questions, feel free to put them in the chat, and then we'll cover whatever questions you guys have before we wrap it up for the day. There's just nothing really going on right now. Price is kind of just going sideways. So there's just no need to, I mean, I feel like there's no need to force any trades here. I mean, price is climbing up. You can see here there is market flow. It's just, it dies out a little bit. So like we'll have market flow for a little bit, and then it goes sideways. And then market flow for a little bit, and then it goes sideways. So let's see. Oscar said the guy who created Tradeify trades every day live on YouTube. He's really transparent. He's been talking about Tradeify for a long time now. Yeah, that's another reason why I kind of gravitated towards the guy too. I think his name's Simba, something Brett Simba. I don't know him personally. I've never actually seen his live trading or his YouTube channel, but I've heard about him. So I've heard about him through like word of mouth, through other people who trade, and they say he's pretty transparent. And he's like not someone that he thinks. I mean, you can never tell from the person from just looking at them on YouTube, but I'm hoping he's like the person that everybody has pretty much talked about him to be. So yeah, I heard about him before, Oscar. I've never met him before. I've never talked to him personally. I'll probably talk to him personally eventually. Once I start to get these current payouts and then I move to a live funded account, we'll have an interview with him or something like that. Because I feel like that's something he would do eventually. He'll get together with his top traders and then we'll go from there. Stanley said, I don't think I'll be getting as many resets. Yeah, I don't know if the resets are on promo anymore, Stanley. So I don't think it might be better to just buy a new account than to get a reset. The resets are kind of tricky because if you reset your account, you still have to pay for that monthly fee. You remember that, right, Stanley? So you got to factor it in. Like, for example, if your reset happens, like say tomorrow, right? Say tomorrow you have a renewal for your account at like on October 15th and you reset it, you got to pay for the reset and you also have to pay for the renewal. So if that's the case, then I would just blow the account, get the renewal, and then not reset it. Like you probably just want to wait for that renewal to happen. Okay, gosh, the resets are at 85 right now. Dang, CJ knows everything. So if you guys have any Apex questions, CJ knows what's up. He knew that the discount code is working and he knew that the resets were 85. So thanks, CJ, for knowing. Because I for sure didn't know. The thing is, Apex doesn't really give us updates anymore like they used to. They used to have a Discord page. Well, they still have the Discord page, but it's not like it was before. Like this page was updated pretty actively. Everything's kind of closed off now. So yeah, I mean, it sucks. There's another Discord page, but it's only open to like previous admins and stuff. And somehow I snuck into that page. So that's how I kind of know what's going on with Apex and all the new stuff that's kind of being released. So I'll keep you guys updated when I hear anything, but looks like a lot of us are making the move towards Tradeify, which is going to be straight to funded. All right, guys, it's 7:43 right now. It's about to be 8 o'clock in a bit. So there's just nothing going on here. Price is just sitting around where it's currently at in this area. Not really expecting too much to happen here. I mean, price may climb up higher. If you guys are looking to take some more market flow V2s, just make sure that price stays like away from the sessions. So if price climbs up where it's currently at right now, the entry is probably going to happen right here at the 180 mark. And if it climbs up even higher, it's going to be at the 190 mark, even higher right here. So just keep that in mind, guys, if you guys are looking to take some entries. At this very moment, there's just nothing here to really take. And if there was something to take, I would probably just sit out because for one, the volatility is actually extremely low right now. So I just looked at the ATR. The ATR is currently at 13. You guys will know that most of our entries have to have a 15 ATR, right? So we're below the 15 ATR right now. So the volatility is extremely low for what it should be. And I would probably just sit out and just wait until tomorrow for better market conditions. Let me take a look at the calendar real quick for news to see what to expect for this week. I don't think we're expecting too much. So tomorrow we have the New York Empire State Manufacturing Index that's happening pre-market. So that's not going to affect us too much. We'll see how that pushes the market. Probably not too much, maybe a small little push. On Wednesday, we don't really have much either. We have import prices, export prices. That's going to be a pre-market medium impact. On Thursdays, where we start to have some bigger news events. So on Thursday, we have initial jobless claims, 4-week average, continuing jobless claims, retail sales, auto sales, retail sales year over year, auto sales month over month. And that's pretty much going to happen pre-market. So we have a bunch of just like sort of inflation news. It's just going to dictate, you know, how everything is going with regard to the job market and retail sales. And then from there on Friday, we have building permits. So the big news day is going to happen on Thursday. It's not super huge, but it's going to move price a little bit. And on Friday, we have building permits. This tends to have a mixed reaction to the market. I don't think it's going to be super big because there's not really much behind it, but that's what we're looking for. So really Thursday is the only day with big news events. Everything else is going to be kind of small. And I think that's about it. So, all right, guys, if you guys have any questions, you know, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, we had a pretty great trading trading day today as we kick off this week. So if you guys are just joining or if you guys didn't sit here for the beginning, we took one official trade for the day, which was the breakout. That's a trade I took, which was right here, hit our full TP within the first 2 minutes of market open. I locked in 1,590 per account. I have 26 accounts here. So 26 accounts times 1,590, lock in 41,340. That's across 1 personal, 20 Apex, 5 Tradeify. And then we have Kip here who locked in 1,600 per account. He has 20 Apex accounts here, so well over 30K for the day. If you guys have more profits to post up, feel free to send them in. Again, you know, like I've said in the past, guys, when you post up profits, it brings up your confidence. It's not to show off, it's really to bring up your confidence so that tomorrow you'll be confident to take the next trade, right? Like tomorrow, I'm ready to take that breakout. Whether it's a win or a loss, I'm ready to take that breakout and I want to continue on with the trading week. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I will see you guys back.